Greetings, my people. Greetings, my people. Today is Monday, March 4th, 2024, 4:47 p.m. And I titled this one, Shannon Sharp is catching his own boomerang. And you know how I do it here. I'm going to just jump right into it. What do I mean by Shannon Sharp is catching his own boomerang? What does a boomerang do when you throw it out? It comes back, right? It comes back. So what I mean by that, he keeps getting flamed up, no pun intended. He keeps getting flamed up for his mannerisms. He's called out by Mike Epps. He's called out by Eddie Griffin. He's called out by a lot of people. But what does that have to do with a boomerang? The things he throws out in the media towards people. See, I said this, especially on my TikTok, Cerebral Assassin 221. I've said this on my TikTok plenty of times, that Shannon Sharp shapes narratives. Not just him alone, for you ones that don't feel like I'm singling him out, but the media personalities, sports personalities, sports analysts. They shape what did I tell y'all about opinion making? What did we talk about in the Tavistock Institute with the opinion making and the polling? What do we learn from that? That's how the people's minds are made up through polling, through certain things. Okay, so we know that how engineering consent works. We know that repetition is the mother of learning, right? So you hear these narratives all day, good or bad. Follow where I'm going. Eventually, you start to get a general synopsis or something, right? Or somebody. Okay, what do I mean? To be more specific, okay, or people say Pacific, but be more specific. What do I mean? When you look at people like how he did, let's use Russell Westbrook, right? And let me show you. Put it in my comments at any time if I'm telling a lie. Okay, when Russell Westbrook was with the Los Angeles Lakers, right? He couldn't get right. Oh, every morning him and Skip, this is when Skip, all this came in. Every morning him and Skip would light into Russell Westbrook. So much that Skip got so disrespectful, he would call him Russell Westbrook. And never once did Shannon never correct him and say, hey, you're tearing down a black man in the media, right? And follow where I'm going, because y'all saying that that's what the people doing. I'm watching everybody say, why do black people put these narratives on people when they get into that? Okay, I'm old school. So I feel like if it looked like a duck, if it quacked like a duck, if it walked like a duck, damn it, it's not a dog. Right? Follow what I'm saying. They say, why do they put these narratives on these people? Why every time a black man becomes successful, they put these narratives and put that out on him? Same reason why when black men become successful, they're more likely to marry white women. The same reason why when they stopped him in the airport and they spoke on him and asking, now this is nobody's business if you want to ask, when they was talking, I think this is when Umar Johnson was talking about Bronny taking a white girl to the prom at Sierra Canyon. They stopped Shannon. Remember, Uncle Shannon, he came out, okay, pause, sidebar. He came out with stereotypes. Remember, he would do the black and mild. Remember, he'd be drinking the yak with the do-rag. He came out with stereotypes, right? Because guess what? The narrative that the Clintons used, Joe Biden used, they know how to appeal to black minds. All you got to do is look black. Oh, that's Unc right there. Ain't y'all start calling him Unc? Oh, that's Unc right there, right? I ain't lost my place in line. That's Unc right there. We deem him Unc. Okay, so when they ask him about Bronny going to the prom with the white girl, go back, you check out what he said. But it was to the likes of you would rather have him to be miserable with someone that looks like him to rather him being happy. Now, Bronny was 17, 18 at this time, give or take 16, 17, no later than 18, right? I don't know how old he is now. This young man hasn't had a whole lot of dating experience to be miserable with his own. Follow what I'm saying? But it is the narrative that Shay Shay puts out. Somebody please find it. I'm not gonna say it, but I think I heard, but I can't find it. So follow what I'm saying. That he said something that if you ever see me with a black girl on my arm, I'm holding her for the police. Right? If somebody knows that, please send that to me. Only person I've seen, I saw 2 people on Twitter, and I couldn't find the direct link. I don't like to put things out there if I can't find a direct link, but we're gonna put an asterisk by that, what I just said, right? We're gonna put an asterisk by that. We don't know if that's a check, so we're gonna put an asterisk by that. But just think of the things he say like this, right? Right? Hey, I ain't seen you in a while. How you been? Okay. But yeah, we're going to put an asterisk by that, right? But meanwhile, black men say they tear down black men in the media. Okay, Shannon Sharp also. I'm telling you how, because the topic is he catching his own boomerang. When it was John Morant, and John Morant is in his 20s, he's still young. He's a millionaire. I'm not giving passes to what John Morant's behavior, but it's mighty funny when Josh Giddey is alleged to have an underage girl. Nobody says anything. But when it's your own Shannon Sharp, you have no problem with bringing them into the media. Hey, Skip, he want everybody to know he got that thing on him. Stop it, Ja. You're trying to be somebody you're not. They even went far to start critiquing this young man's father. This young man's father got him to the highest level, just like Doc Rivers. Just like Mike Dunleavy Sr. Just like Steph Curry's them dad. Now, I'm not saying the NBA is the pinnacle for our black boys. That's not what I'm saying. But as far as them to make it in a pro sports or basketball, to get out of the hood or get out of their circumstances, yeah, that's pretty much it. So now T. Morant for a while, he took a beating from Shannon, from Stephen A. Smith. He took a beating from a lot of these people that was saying he's more of his son's friend than a father. You don't know that. You don't know. They didn't allow John Morant no grace. Again, I'm not saying for him to be a stereotype and be this wannabe, right? Shannon Sharp catching, we talking about Shannon Sharp catching his own boomerang. Okay, so they wear John Morant out. They wear Russell Westbrook out. So much that it was Shannon that was championing, trade him for guess who? John Wall. You know why they were doing that? Because they were constantly trying to make Russell Westbrook the scapegoat for LeBron James's inadequacies. But you guys got y'all head so far up LeBron's ass by him having 40,000 points to no matter what he does, he can have a losing season. They're going to blame everybody else. Shannon became so emotional. Why do people say he's gay? Because he gets emotional over another man. He got emotional so much over LeBron James that he was willing to fight the Memphis Grizzlies and fight T. Morant. But then when Cam Newton gets into that scuffle, listen to him for yourselves. Don't listen to me. Listen to how he says, hey, Cam a better man than me, because I would, hey, first time sign of disrespect, pack it up. So you have Negroes like this that sit on TV, and the first thing they tell you to do is leave your hood. Leave black boys behind because they never would treat Peyton and Eli like this in the white neighborhood. This is why you can't get up here with your people. This is why you have to leave your people. I watched tons of other black males sit up here and echo the same thing. And you know why? You know why they're so comfortable with walking away? Because that's what their fathers did. So it's first nature. This is why we have so many single mothers now. I'm still on Shannon Sharp, but I'm talking about the psyche of black males always talking about quitting. But then sitting at the other side of their mouth and complain about the conditions of young black men without fathers. Will champion a Deion Sanders who used Jackson, Mississippi as a stepping stone and took his ass to Colorado in the first sight of white acceptance. You never hear them saying that. Time, his boy. Time. Hey, time. Why they hating on time? This is why I keep telling y'all, athletes are not good analysts because they have a brotherhood, especially if it's NFL. I'm getting back to this. Especially if it's NFL, they have a brotherhood. The Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett will still not give a thorough analysis on Doc Rivers and Doc Rivers' inability to coach. They don't make good analysts. They make them as far as like understanding the X's and O's and how to play the game, but they will not tell the truth on their brotherhood. So Shannon Sharp shapes all of these narratives. The first assumption that all of them did when Cam got into that scuffle was to blame black children. See, I'm reading posts. Oh, see, this is a bad look on the parents. Parents not teaching their children nothing. You can't do nothing in the black hood. Listen to how we talk about our own. But then you tell me you conscious, but you don't understand the conditions of your people. You don't understand how they've been sickened. Now, Shannon Sharp is nowhere near conscious. That's why old Jermaine Shoemaker or Umar Johnson wants to debate him. He just wants to get his rocks off and sound like a smart, intelligent black man in front of a big old field nigga. But Shannon Sharp shapes narratives every single day, whether it was Kyrie Irving. But then you sit up here and talk about how black men are destroyed by black women. There was no mercy for Ja Morant. Because the media and these personalities have who they like. Mighty funny, I brought up Russell Westbrook. Mighty funny now. Russell Westbrook is with the Clippers. What, he ain't turning the ball over no more? Oh, he stopped being a vampire in the locker room, according to Skip Bayless. Because why? They cover up LeBron James's inadequacies. They had it out for him. Why do we think he's homosexual? Because he has a homosexual stylist that he sat courtside with. Now, that's your prerogative. Hang with who you want. But people are saying, why are y'all constantly saying these things about Shannon Sharp? Maybe they call him Shay Shay where he from. I heard people say he had 2 hip replacements. Y'all reaching. I can remember Phil Jackson having hip replacements. Hip replacements don't make you zesty. I guess he had a wrist. He had a wrist replacement too, because those wrists was kind of bent too. But again, you're not paying attention to what you see. You just think somebody's coming down on a black man. That's not even that shows no allegiance to you. I can't remember the context of the conversation, but it was something going on, and he was in full Uncle Ruckus mode. He was so much the Skip was like, "Who are you talking about?" He said, "I'm talking about the blacks, Skip. The blacks. They always want us to do these things. The blacks." Since y'all love to do comparisons, tell me how many times white analysts sit up here and talk about how the conditions in the white community, how white people are. When they see them riding and storming the Capitol. When a white boy go in there and shoot up a church. When a white boy gets his mama to drive him to a protest and kill 2 of his own. When Kristaps Porzingis was accused, allegedly, of sexual assault and that R word. Because they've trained you like Pavlov's dogs to only sit here and talk about your own like this. Now, there's a difference of criticism and just criticism and just coming down and riding your people. The things we need to criticize, we don't. And the things we don't, we do. Shannon Sharpe is only putting out what he got back. He wants to get brawler with anybody that look like him. But Skip said, put your glasses. Let me show you y'all thinking. I'm going to show you y'all thinking toward the quote-unquote slave master. Not saying Skip is a slave master, but he's something like one. Let me show you y'all thinking. Put Skip, and you can tell Skip was on code. Go back and look at these videos. Skip said, when it comes to, he said, you would rather take a shot at me when Skip was going at him about Tom Brady. He said, you jealous of him. And it's pathetic because your career didn't measure up. He said, Skip, you make it seem like I'm a bum. I'm in the Hall of Fame too. And what did Skip Bayless say? So what? He was sitting to your face. So what? He said, basically, you're nothing compared to a Tom Brady. He said, you would go against me for somebody you know, for somebody I don't. This the white boy on code. He said, for him, I will. He ain't like you. See, y'all got to tell nigga jokes to be accepted into this system. Y'all are always told to soften your voice because you're threatening white people. What's that movie, The Magical Negro, that's about to come out? This is what they do to your psyche. Just keep your head down, boy. You don't want to raise them. So most of y'all said, what do y'all expect him to do? Skip Bayless is 90 years old. He could break him. Exactly. He'll know not to talk no more, won't he? So let me show you what this shows. Let me show you how y'all training the young next generations of Candace Owens. Because y'all teach them to take disrespect if it's a financial incentive. Y'all teach them that it's okay to take disrespect from a pale face. Because there's an incentive. But when it's your own, be ready to fight the entire court like he was. Oh, you're sitting there courtside. Go back and think about this. He's sitting courtside watching the game. A fan, you should never get that involved in a game. And he's an analyst because he has a vested interest. He shapes the narrative that LeBron is this. Because let me tell you how this is baloney. Let me tell you how they are swaying your mind through this opinion making, through this polling. Because repetition is what? The mother of learning. They constantly tell you, no matter what he do, 40,000 points. Who's the first person they say? Michael Jordan never scored that. You can tell he's second hand because every accomplishments get compared to another man. Let me tell you what this like, y'all. This is like you meet a fine woman. And everything you do, I don't care what you do, everything you do, she compare you to another dude. Every milestone you make, she compares you to another dude. She constantly tells you, "Oh, now you amount to what Chris did." Oh, that's right there. Oh, Chris did that. Oh, is he better than Chris now? Oh, I'm sure this makes him better than Chris. Sure this. You're gonna get tired of that because they have to force and tell you you're not allowed to look at things. People like Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas is another one that sits here and shapes these narratives. Ever since Rich Paul kind of came on there, huh? What did Rashad McCants say? Rashad McCants kind of said, hey, I'm gonna kind of stop the LeBron slander because I want some of them checks. I want to be invited to the parties because they isolate you when you talk about him. Look at how they did Mario Chalmers. When Mario Chalmers said nobody feared LeBron James, Tristan Thompson took it personally, and they get personal in shaping these narratives on ESPN and Fox Sports 1. They come after people personally. He said Skip Bayless got personal with him over Tom Brady, and then a couple of weeks later, he turned around and did the Chandler Parsons. But Chandler Parsons critiqued him, LeBron, about flopping and rolling around on the floor when he didn't get a call when they were playing Boston. The first thing Shannon did is went personal and said, "What have you done?" See, this clouds you from seeing the truth because the first thing they put on your jacket is say, "You hate him." Oh, he's just jealous. Jason Whitlock is jealous of Deion Sanders. Oh, Jason Whitlock is this. Now, I'm not a Jason Whitlock fan, but guess what I can do? I understand truth when I hear it. A soundboard can tell the truth. Yeah. A soundboard can tell the truth. And don't Charleston White say truth stuff? Yeah, a tap dancer can tell the truth. But they can't live it because it's not in here. Yeah, so a tap dancer can tell the truth. Jason Whitlock, I had to slow down and get my emotions out of it and listen to what he's saying because he's a tub of Lord that done said a whole lot of stuff. But we didn't listen to them young boys. All of this got something to do with that Boomerang. I know you said you're strayed away from Shannon. No, I ain't. So when he's being called fruity, what I say about that duck, if it's quacking, that's not a dog. I don't know if he's in his 50s or 60s, but he's a millionaire bachelor. You mean tell me he ain't associated with nobody? When Monique with her immoral self, when Monique pressed him about dating white women, what's the first thing he said? I got children. I got children by black women. She didn't ask you, have you ever been with a black one? See, that's almost how them racists do you. Oh, I had a black person at my house. Oh, I got a mixed child. That just means you done dipped in the pudding a time or two in your life. Any other time when they're shaping narratives, how long did people put on Chris Bosh that he was gay? How long did the internet say Chris Bosh was gay? And who was the gay one in the Miami Heat locker room the whole time? It's that Dwayne Wade. But I don't recall nobody feeling all this sympathy for Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was married with children. Never showed no signs of nothing. There's a video of it. There's a lot of footage, just his mannerisms. I'm not here. I'm not the rainbow police. I'm not here to put nothing on nobody's head. But what I want y'all to do is stop with these halfway protecting. Because I guess it's only offensive when black females are putting narratives on black men. But Kyrie Irving was destroyed in the media. Destroyed. Nobody felt sorry for him. However you feel about him, Kanye West was destroyed in the media. However you feel about him. But you see how y'all mind is, I guarantee you, for people that when I mention Kanye, your mind is automatically made up how you feel about him, right? You can automatically come to a decision that he's a house nigga, he's a Sambo, he likes white women, all the things Shannon Sharp like. So wait. When this person only dates white women, they're the problem. But when this don't, they exploring their options. Pay attention. Get out your emotion. Stop being a fan of these people. Cat Williams have told you. Jaguar Wright have told you. Jaguar Wright spits a lot of knowledge. She don't get the credit that she deserves. Jaguar Wright speaks a lot, and they've told you what you have to do to make it. So I guess now y'all thinking Shannon Sharp made it on his own merit? Somehow y'all are okay with seeing a black man in a dress the way Michael Strahan had to be, and now what? Is that Good Morning America that he's on? He played somehow y'all are okay with a black man in a dress when it's convenient. When it's Tyler Perry, it's art. See if Shannon the way that dress though. The question needs to be asked, how come every black man, when he gets to a point, he's comfortable with effeminizing himself? Ask them that. How come most of our black males are willing to accept this role of playing Foxy? The bigger you are, all of y'all like Nino Brown, which I hate that character. That character is built off a coward and a sucker. But everybody likes Nino Brown. Everybody like Blade. Now, I do like Blade. Wesley Snipes was one of the most masculine type energies that we had. Somehow he ended up playing Noxzema, Tu Wong Fu. Ving Rhames was a baby boy, was a specimen of masculinity. The people under the stairs. Somehow he ends up playing Holiday Heart. Somehow he ends up playing Holiday Heart. All of these males, black males, because we know Will Ferrell did it too. Will Ferrell kissed the penis and get hard. But we ain't concerned about what they do because that's their origin. They are in their way. They are in their habitat. So instead of always asking why we put this on them, ask them, why do they accept that? Ask why when they are filming The Real Husbands of Hollywood, Shaq is allowed to play like he's sodomizing Kevin Hart. How many times will this be funny toward masculinity? Because we're not seeing strong, uncompromising male figures on TV. The way we see Shannon Sharp, the way we see Stephen A. Smith, that's the way you have to be. You have to look the other way when Jerry Jones is being Jerry Jones and he's being questioned about blocking black students from coming into schools. He said, oh, he was just looking. Look how Stephen A. Smith said, I don't have enough information. They always never have information when it comes to the Western. They never have enough information. They didn't have enough information with the white boy and the underage girl. They never gonna have enough information. When it was Jerry Jones denying black people entry into that, it was, oh, he was young. I know I've done a lot of crazy things when I was 14. But you made a song, Stay Off the Weed. Stephen A. Smith. You went after people. It was blatant that it was personal. So much that Jay Williams stood up and put his job on the line. It was obvious it was blatant and personal with Kyrie Irving. But where were our people sticking up for Kyrie? Kyrie stood up to keep that needle out his arm. Kanye might be out there, but guess what? He got hard enough to speak truth. He got hard enough to say truthful stuff. Now, it's not up to him to liberate you, When he speak it, it's on you what you do with it. When you just heard it, what are you going to do with it? See, we put these people in these positions of hierarchical, of leaders. Next boy. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to him in another video. But we exalt anybody as leadership. That's right there. That's Oh, they dance. Oh, what's his name? Travis Kelce. You see how they pretend? The whole time he was with the sister, he had the fade, stealing all our swag, right? The moment he gets with Taylor Swift, he looks like Jim Carrey in what was that movie? Me, Myself, and Irene. He looks like a mountain police. He's back in his element. Because again, like what did I say in the beginning of the video? The way they know that they have to become a stereotype to get you to drop your guard. Oh, shucks. Oh, Roland Martin teaching Miss Hillary how to wobble. What did Roland Martin say? Pull these videos up. Everything I'm telling y'all, pull these videos up. What did he say? Find the one where he taught Hillary Clinton how to wobble. He said, you want the black vote, don't you? He said, you know how to wobble? You gotta know how to wobble. And they proceeded to do one of the worst dances. I don't even know what that was that they did. But they playing on your black conscience. Because they know that's how gullible you can be. They know how gullible the black minds are. They know that the first sign of acceptance, they're ready to bring you in the house. We don't vet nobody. We don't do nothing. We don't do nothing. You got mad at the children when Deion Sanders left them. I want y'all to think about this stuff. We always say that I want y'all to defend every black male that they destroying in that league, in them leagues, the way y'all defending Shay Shay. I want y'all to be compassionate about them all. Talk to me. I want y'all to be compassionate about them all because I'm tired of this. We can't get justice for one thing. Like, that's another show. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But I just want y'all to think about what I'm saying. What I have said. That there are no black men that's on mainstream TV with black interests, with your self-interest. They are not allowed to align with your self-interest. Stop getting behind this. Stop getting that awe. So that's all I want to say. I've already went over, but it was flowing sometimes. I leave you with peace.